Okay guys, let's get started. The first application you're going to be working with is Microsoft Excel, and here you go. This is Microsoft Excel 2007, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a short tour of the interface so you know how to move around it as you're doing whatever you're doing for your assignments. Okay. Alright, so the interface is divided into several parts. You have the Microsoft Office button, the Quick Access toolbar, the ribbon, the formula area, the name box, your work area, and your worksheets. Remember, one workbook can be comprised of many worksheets. Okay. The Microsoft Office button is where you'll find the old functions from the file menu. For instance, new, open, save, save as, print. Okay, remember the file menu, all those things are now located over here. Over here to the right is the Quick Access toolbar. So if you want to have a function that's immediately available to you right there, you can place it on the Quick Access toolbar. So by default you have save, undo, and redo. Undo is our best friend. And redo, those are the default buttons. You can go to the little black button down here, click down and put some more. For instance, email, and let me see, quick print, so go ahead and print, and you can also toggle those functions off by going back into that menu and just clicking on the function. Functions you don't see, you can click on more commands and you'll see all kinds of commands that you can place into the Quick Access toolbar simply by hitting the add button here. So for instance, delete cells, there it is. If I want to remove it, I remove that particular function. Pardon me. Here is where you're going to get the title of your file. And right underneath is the ribbon, which replaces the main menu. All of the functions in Excel are somewhere in the ribbon. It's divided into tabs. So the Home tab has your basic, good old familiar formatting functions: bold, italic, underline, justification functions, styles. For instance, if you want to take a number and turn it into a currency style, there's your currency style button, and percentage style as well. This is where you get to place borders around your cells. For instance, there's one example. Cell fill and format of font colors. Let me just get rid of that cell fill. Rotation of the text, conditional formatting, which you'll do before the semester is out. Sorting and filtering, finding and selecting, and some basic mathematical functions. In the Insert tab, this is where you insert pictures. This is where you're going to insert your chart. So when you're going to be doing a chart, this is where you're going. Inserting an Excel table, which you'll be doing as well. It's the version, Excel's version of a database. Pivot tables, which you'll be doing later in the semester, and we're not going to worry about that now, but this is where you go for pivot tables. Hyperlinks, in case you want to hyperlink to another file or to a website. Word art, text boxes, if you want to place a text box somewhere in your spreadsheet, this is where you would go and do it. Okay, that's the Insert tab. The Page Layout tab allows you to create color schemes for your spreadsheets, including and font schemes as well. And you can change the color schemes here too. I mean, there are too many color schemes to even discuss, so, and you can create your own if you want. Different fonts, different default fonts. Margins, orientation, that'll be landscape or portrait. Picture size, headers and footers. You can change the background. Let's say you want to make a picture as the background of your spreadsheet. There you go. You can play around with your grid lines. So that's the page layout. Here is a very important tab that will be formulas. Okay, this is where you insert your functions, and you're going to be doing a lot of functions this semester, so become familiar with this tab. The insert function dialog, which is where you go and search for a function and then you go ahead and use it. And also all the functions that you would be searching for are also laid out in different categories: recently used, common, Okay, you got tons of financial functions, which we're not going to worry about. Logical functions. We will be doing the if function, for instance. Text functions, date and time functions, lots and lots of functions. And also this stuff over here that we're not going to worry about too much, but definitely this section over here. In the data tab, there's going to be stuff which we're going to be doing here. In the data tab, for instance, sorting, filtering, advanced filters. You're definitely going to be doing advanced filters, so that's all in the data tab, and you'll learn that as we get to the advanced filters. Data validation and consolidation and what if analysis. Definitely what if analysis. Goal seek, scenario manager, and single and dual input data tables, which can tend to be probably the most challenging topics of this semester. So once you get to this part of the semester, this is where the rubber meets the road. These particular topics are probably the most challenging topics of the semester. Grouping and ungrouping and subtotals are also topics that we're going to be covering, and they are in the data tab. The review, view, and add-ins tab are not tabs that we're really going to be involved in. The only thing we'll be worried about in add-ins is adding in a function called solver. But when we get to it, we'll cross that bridge. Okay. Right underneath, things start to get more familiar if you've worked with Excel before. Here is the formula bar. So whatever goes on in here goes on in the formula bar. Okay. This is the name box. You can name a cell A1, or you can call it whatever you want. If I want to call it Bozo, that's the name of the box. From now on, A1 is Bozo. So that's the name box. These are your this is your cell grids, your letters and numbers. So this is A2, and this is E6, and your sheets. You can have, I believe, 250 sheets, and you add a new sheet by just clicking on this little guy right over here, and there's sheet 4, and there's sheet 5, and there's sheet 6, and you can drag the sheets in different order and move them around. You can right-click on the sheets, and you can, for instance, rename them, and you can give them a color. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but you can give it a new color. So that's how you format your sheets, and that is the Excel interface in a short 5 or 6 minute nutshell. So my suggestion to you is have fun with it if you can. Give me a call, give me a holler on the Moodle, on the forums, or email me, and I'll definitely be there to help you out. And that's it. All right, see ya.